Just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
Follow up on that, please. Uh-huh. Let me, Murphy, I'll start with those affidavits on the 1082. No, I have not had a chance to follow.
OCP is never to be trusted.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Yes. Suspect is in custody. We've got witness statements, we've got physical evidence, and arraignment.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals.
That's the talk.
Yeah.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So,
I will.
Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Got it.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually...
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit?
Last year's
I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Anything that's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh! You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service. See?
I'm just really tired. Please tell me it's not just me. I have been performing for love my whole life, and I'm 42.
Are you asking?
You're still...
My
Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Damn, guys. Guys, I don't know. I've never heard of this channel, but guys, I don't think he's posted it in a while. So, guys, I'm going to put the link to his channel in the description. Guys, go over here and show him some love, man. He hasn't posted in like a year. So, wherever you are, Apocalypse, please, dude, man, start posting it, bro. This is a good video, man. Guys, he's right. No, he's never done. He get it. He started his business to obsess over things like face taking. Literally. Like, share, and subscribe for more great Angry Guy content. And turn on notifications to never miss another Angry Guy video ever again. Now let's begin. Nothing and be happy. Well, that's what the capitalist class wants you to start believing.
Drop punch in the bag, boy.
This video in 2016. Video summaries an essay written by Ida Logan titled Welcome to 2030. I own nothing, I have no privacy, and my life has never been better. Yeah, guys, so we are quickly moving towards a reality where we will own absolutely nothing while being told to be happy about it. You will own nothing, you will have no privacy, you will be happy. This is substantial, guys. All right, and many of us don't realize that the way they're going about doing this is by money, by using entertainment. You know, I've talked a little bit about the Nintendo Switch situation.
Are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike's still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Is a device that is designed to ensure that you will essentially nothing while being told to be happy about it. And it's basically easing us into that reality where you will own nothing, you will be happy, you will have no privacy, you will be happy. Today's video comes from Andy Matrix Gaming. Shout out to MK Fitness or MK Gaming, I think as he's called now. He put me on to Andy a little while ago. I wanted to cover Andy's channel, but I just wasn't able to because I tried to on YouTube wouldn't let me, if you understand. But I'm going to try to cover his video here. So he actually talks a little bit about what's going on in the situation. His channel will be linked in the description of video. So
then you must
and support his content. Watch and end the video to fully understand the implications of society wanting us to own nothing. nothing and be happy. And companies like Nintendo are going to make this a reality within the next.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing.
Don't forget to follow us over on Rumble. Our channel will be linked. Our Rumble will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check us out over there and support us. And
Right. So much
we'll
for
go
my
ahead and
field
jump right
training.
into the video in a moment after we talk a little bit about Angry Crypto Academy. Because guys, you can see the economy is teetering on the edge. Everything is about to collapse.
City Hall is
about to go downhill. I've warned you guys for years. Many of you didn't listen.
the
But it's
decaying symbol of mismanagement and corruption. Detroit deserves a fresh
ATMs
start.
are going to stop working. Banks are
The
going to change
only way to achieve that is to
safeguard
take
your
the
future
city's right.
using crypto, and you can do that over at Anchor's Crypto Academy, where we offer comprehensive courses, expert investment guides, and our exclusive crypto blueprints that will teach you how to buy, sell, trade, and invest in crypto. And you'll learn exactly which coins have the potential to create you millionaires and how to spot the best investment opportunities. Don't miss out. Secure your financial future now. The Academy is linked in the description of the video. Going on, dudes? It's your boy and the Matrix. I'm back with another video, and the Nintendo Switch 2 has been making quite the buzz. Because of what's happening with new games. So everybody knows that Nintendo's trying to make their Switch 2 games more expensive, from $60 all the way to $90. They want to charge you $90 for a game, right? And everybody's remote. Everybody is just saying lower the price, lower the price, lower the price, or they're not going to buy Nintendo Switch. And Nintendo better, they better start thinking about, what they're going to do. It's some serious business.
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
Yeah, they ain't buying. Most people ain't buying that shit because they buy that shit. I bet whoever buying, especially that can't afford it, is a damn fool.
I'm just saying.
And your ass gonna be on the streets.
You are free to
This is Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And make sure to subscribe to Gabby Matrix's channel. Now on with the show. Games industry.biz, which is like an analytical economic analysis company, says some physical Nintendo Switch 2 games will be downloaded only. Game Geek says games like Bravely Default and Street Fighter 6 will require a download. So, what's the point of buying a physical copy if you have to download the game anyways, and the game is not really in the... What's the point? Like, what is the point of it, So, since Nintendo has revealed that physical copies of
I want to drive a
games
6,000 SUV.
will
I'd buy that for $1.
game key cards.
Yeah, I'll buy that for $1.
So, okay, so not all. So maybe maybe Zelda Breath of the Wild is not going to require you, it's not going to be a download mode. So here's what's actually going on. A lot of additional information has come out. And what's been revealed, Nintendo has essentially confirmed, is that they lied to us during the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. What you're actually going to be getting in the Switch 2 cases for games like for Nintendo version games, so for example, versions of Nintendo games for the Switch 2 are actually going to be the exact Switch 1 cartridge. So you will never be able to actually own the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild. If you purchase Breath of the Wild, that's a popular Zelda game that came out for the Nintendo Switch, or Tears of the Kingdom, right? And so let's say you purchase the physical version of these games that are for Switch 2. You don't actually get the physical version of the Switch game for Switch 2. You're actually getting the original version. So the Switch version of the game. You're getting the Switch version of the game And then, with the Switch version of the game, there's a download code in the box. And when you put the Switch version of the game, the original Nintendo Switch version of the game, into the console that they're selling to you as the Switch 2 version, you will then enter your download code, and it will authorize your account to have access to the enhancements for the Switch for the Switch 2 version of the game. This is crazy. So you can never ever resell Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch 2 because it will always be tied to your account using that digital code. So you can never resell it. You can never resell it. You cannot. You may be able to transfer it to another account, but that's an entirely different process. And there's no guarantee on that. But it will always be basically tied to you. You can never ever resell it. You can never actually own it. You can never physically own the game. So all of these games that we will be purchasing, there's no such thing as an actual Switch 2 version, right? Of the physical. There is no physical version of it. You're getting an actual Switch 1, the same exact cartridge. I have 2 copies of Breath of the Wild right now. 2 copies of Breath of the Wild. I actually got one is sealed and the other one is used. And what ended up happening was I purchased from GameStop, and this bastard sent me like a horrible case for it. Like it was not the original case, absolute garbage. I was able to go onto eBay. I bought like just the case only, shipped it over, put this cartridge in there. Now it's basically brand new. However, but it's like that's it. If you go and you purchase the Nintendo Switch version of Breath of the Wild, you're going to get that exact same game card, exact same game card. Put it in the Nintendo Switch 2, and you'll have a download code that comes in that box, in the game box. Enter the download code, and that will download the software that will allow you to play the game with prettier graphics on the Switch 2. And that's it. You can never physically own the Switch 2 version of the game. Nintendo is literally on some BS. Another very serious thing is the new Nintendo dock. So when you're playing the game in dock mode, where you take the console and you put it into the Nintendo dock, there's now a microphone built in to the Nintendo Switch. There's a microphone built into the Nintendo Switch, and the thing about the Nintendo Switch is that they still don't want you using headsets. Like they still don't want you to use a dedicated headset to play games and talk to your friends and so forth with Nintendo Switch. They still don't want you using Bluetooth wireless headsets. So instead, they've built it in there where now the Switch will be listening to your conversations maybe at any given moment. So you will have
they say we're in a record-breaking recession.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant?
2 words.
That's a major privacy concern, which means Nintendo can then listen in on your conversations. It's not even like with an Echo device where you can press a button on top of it and it basically shows you that it's now muted. It's now it cannot hear you anymore.
They scared. That's why. That's why they do what they're doing. They're scared.
Listen in on you indefinitely. And this is the garbage that Nintendo is pushing. And I had to give them to $90 a month. So basically, you will own nothing. You will spend $90 for a game, and you will not actually own it.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Money.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
For Tears of the King, for games like Tears of the Kingdom, and you won't even own the damn game. I think Tears of the Kingdom, I think the physical version of Tears of the Kingdom.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where... Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
This is hell. This is, guys, we're going to see the collapse of cash. We're going to see such crazy
Officers!
When what was not
Man, do you have... Is it...
Yeah.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune. So don't you come back without him.
Turn your flashlight on.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Yo. Girl, shut your dumb ass up.
Like for what? Like so many of you, do you really want to throw your lives away for nothing? You really, like, you need to be preparing. Every single one of you needs to have a plan. Everyone needs to have a plan. You should have a second passport or a permanent residency somewhere else.
Clear.
Okay? You need to prepare to get the heck out. I've been warning you guys for years. Get your money right. Have your crypto.
Clear.
Have money stopped in crypto. Have your crypto stopped well. Because this way, even if something goes down and you have to leave everything behind,
Hey, I think I just...
get out of the country and go somewhere else, you will be able to survive. I have my guys. I have my driver's license backed up. I have my passport backed up. I have my private keys backed up. I have
Wow. I didn't know I had so much strength in me.
And I have
You will never know until you try.
I will always have access to my crypto. I will always have access to my personal documents.
What was that?
By having a copy of your passport, that makes it much easier to get another copy. If you let's say you don't even have your passport, that makes it much easier to get, like, let's say a provisional passport, a temporary passport, right? Or something, or whatever.
Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised.
Don't come to me when everything goes downhill and, like, angry, I don't know what to do. I will help you. You saw when the banks collapse, and trust me, to you, just a physical game. Like, the game's actually going to be in the cartridge, digitally. Right? It won't require a digital download.
And as they described, the ultimate conclusion of the gig and rental economy. So instead of owning a car,
The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh. I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano.
For almost 100 years, socialism has never tried to take away people's personal property, like their house or their toothbrush. Socialists wanted to expropriate private property or the means of production from...
That cat must be hiding inside.
Go ahead.
Apartment complexes that are owned by big landlords or real estate investors.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it!
Owned by a single toothbrush capitalist who happened to have inherited the factory from his dad. The factory is owned
It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door.
that produce the wealth that the capitalist extracts from capitalism. Capitalist class really tells on themselves when they try to use scare tactics about socialism, how it restricts...
It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Because that's exactly what capitalism does. It takes away your right
Go
to
ahead.
time and hands it over to the wealth. So the rapidly rising cost of living yet stagnating.
So basically, she starts off
Okay,
According,
here I go.
listen to exactly
It's actually not as bad as I
what
thought.
the World Economic Forum is saying, and then trying to go on to say that these people are not even
Now,
really
let me get that door open for
socialists.
you.
They're more like capitalists. It's a socialist just basically want everyone to have control of everything. It puts it back into the hands of the people. Oh my! She was doing so well at first. She really, really was, guys. This is the nightmare that we are now heading into, a world where, you know, for example, you won't necessarily own anything. You know, you're too, like,
What was that?
You know, forms where you don't actually even own your clothing.
I'm
Your
afraid
clothing
this
is
time
going
it's
to
a
be
one-way
shared.
street,
They
Mr.
could be
Cat.
sharing your
Where are you
clothing.
hiding?
What? Guys, what kind of insane concept is this? And of course, what they're going to say is, it sounds strange to you now, but eventually you'll understand. Bro, if you own nothing, literally nothing, you don't even own your clothing, that makes you lower than an SLAV. You have less than an SLAV. You have the illusion of freedom. But you're not free. Everything you have is owned by someone else. So if someone else owns everything that you have, and you own nothing, then that's equivalent to SLAVERY.
There
You own nothing. You are controlled by the masses. You are basically, your property is their property because you have no property. So if you have no ownership of anything, really nasty stuff. Really nasty stuff. And I warned you guys to be prepared so long ago, and many of you guys were sitting on your hands, diddling around, acting like you think it was a game, and it's not a game. What do you think to do? I imagine, you know, the AAA games will require necessarily gatekeepers. And you know, the brings up instructions on the Switch too, on screen, on how to download them. Following the download and opening the game for the first time. My connection is mandatory to play the game, only the physical game key card. So it's not a cartridge anymore, it's a game key card, okay? It says as Nintendo support page. You know, they were actually planning this. They were actually planning this years ago.
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
Well,
We got a problem.
you know, PlayStation and they're planning this because they don't really want you to have the physical copy.
Most of them are heading your way, but I
Right,
can hear
because
some
if you
coming
have
up
the
the
physical
stairs.
copy,
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most
they
advantageous
don't
location.
basically Nintendo's thing is they want you to keep
Officer
paying for
Washington,
products for the rest of your life because you
keep
eventually
cool.
lose
I
access
am
to
coming
the
up to have your back.
You lose access to the old machine, so you can't go back and easily play your PlayStation games or play your Xbox 360 games. You can't go back and play your Wii games. But who owns a Wii anymore? Right? They're no longer making it. They're no longer manufacturing it. It's hard to get them. So your entire collection is now useless unless you want to do retro gaming, and they no longer support. They no longer do repairs. So now you have to go and purchase a new, and that technology becomes outdated. So your television doesn't even support it anymore. But now you have to go and purchase modern hardware that will give you access to play the games that you enjoyed many years ago. Guess what? You can't even and they can then continue reselling you the same product over and over and over again. But now you have games that came out 12 years ago, like Paper Mario. You have a Paper Mario game that came out 20 years ago during the GameCube era, right? And that was a year or something like that. Damn machine! Then to turn around, the game re-released the game, and now the game is Nintendo Switch. When it moves over to the Switch 2, the exact same thing. Now, the exact same thing. The physical version, for the physical version, I'm hit. It's only a code. It's literally good to go.
much longer, sir.
You will never
We're
be able to actually own an
nowhere to hide now.
That's tied to the account.
Ah!
What is your status?
This is so damn evil. This company is so damn evil. It's not even
Remain
funny.
calm. I am here.
Sale happening over in the crypto academy right now. We have a sale happening. It's suffering.
Nothing happened since World Economic Forum. Patriots stand up and say, "You're never gonna take it from me." Before, let me show you how they've already taken it from me. Let me show you how the game actually works so you can stop me. How do you hide something in plain sight? Let's look at some facts, figures, numbers, logic. World Economic Forum has about 7,500 videos on their channel. In total, they have 74 million views. Nicki Minaj has 88 videos on her channel. It has 7.98 million views. Does that show you where the attention is? 88 videos, 7.9 billion views. World Economic Forum has 7,000 videos and 74 million views. So as you look this way and you're distracted with Nicki Minaj big old booty bouncing around and all these videos with girls shaking their asses, there's a whole other narrative going this way.
Yep.
So when you hear you're nothing to rent everything, you push back and say you're trying to take away whereas they already have. You already rent everything. Before you pay it off, you get a new one.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You actually get tired of it and you trade it for another.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
House or upgrade your house and start a whole new debt cycle. So now you don't own your phone, you don't own your car, you never own your house. You don't go to Blockbuster and buy videos anymore. You actually rent your movies. You also rent your music. Moving from hotels to Airbnbs. Moving from taxis to Ubers. Rental cars to Turo. And now, thanks to DeFi. Whereas you already own nothing, but you're not happy. Where do you hide something in plain sight? They're telling you what's coming. The World Economic Forum let you know that the Great Reset was coming. They told you the pandemic was coming. They're telling you you're going to own nothing to be happy. They're telling you the Paris Agreement is going to come fast and furious. They're telling you to get ready for another Black Swan event. So you already own nothing. So you're already not happy. The truth is, the working force liabilities are the rich people's assets. And in fact, the separation between the rich and poor is going to be much greater. So you have a choice to get on one side. You can be the person renting everything, or you can be the person that owns everything that the working poor is renting from. But there's never been a time in history for a person who has taking advantage of the biggest shit the generation of. We will continue this story.
Guys, I keep telling you, get invested in crypto right now. What the boomers are going to be doing with these ETFs. If there's one thing that you will know about the boomers that you can bet on is that they are greedy. And they are going to want all the toys for themselves. It's something George Carlin told us. All right? So they're going to rush and they're going to look at us like a bunch of little idiots. That's how the boomers view us. They view us as anyone younger than them. They view us as a little idiot. And they're going to think that they're going to go up and buy up all of the crypto. And they're going to do this using crypto ETFs. All right? This is where you can actually win. There's a lot of people who are sitting on their hands. They're like, oh, well, crypto's a scam. Crypto's a scam. Or, I'll tell you something that was going to happen. I have a lot of people who are going to buy into Bitcoin finally when it's like $5 billion a coin.
What was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. Bitcoin when it was $2,000 a coin. It was a scam back then, but it's not a scam at $5 billion. No, but now it has all of this. Now it has all of this regulation, and it's an ATM, so it's super safe. It's completely different. You can't. Are you an idiot? They actually have to use real Bitcoin to fund the spot ETF. Listen, it's completely different. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. I made millions in crypto. Listen, I know what I'm doing. So can I have some money? Can I have some money? Guys, this is why don't tell your family about your crypto. You know, one of my students, trying to basically I know like trying to get him to like sell his crypto or stuff like that. Use his crypto to fix things. It's like, what the living hell? Do not tell anyone about your crypto. Don't tell anyone. I know it's hard. what's best for you. They just want to take advantage of you. All right? Everyone is a hater. Most people out there are haters. Okay? It's gonna be real. Everyone can be a hater. I try not to hate. I try to celebrate. But I will say, there have been times when I have hated on others. But I don't hate on people for money. I hate on people for creativity. If I see like there's someone like I don't usually respect people who are very, very creative. But there are times where I'll see someone who is just so creative, so much doing things that I could never do, that I hate on them because I know I could never contribute to them. Just being honest. That's one thing most people will never tell you, the introspective truth. That, you know, the reason why I'm hating on you is because I could never catch up to you. No matter how hard I work, no matter how hard I study, I will always only be trying to copy what you are. I have my own strengths and I have my own weaknesses. And it's not about trying to copy others, it's about trying to be the best version of yourself. But that's what insecurity can do to people. It can lead to them hating on others because they can never be the same as others. Like anyone else, you try to be the best version of yourself as a person. But I'm sure that's open and honesty. Most people won't tell you that truth. Most people will just smile in your face and say that you're not your friend, but really, they're your hater. They're your freaking hater.
So OCP is ordering you to bring
I am here to... what I...
horrible for the future going forward. And it's really not going to. There's not much we can do to stop it. More so we.
Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. So guys, I've said it once and I'll say it again. These UFOs are broke as a joke. Guys, just like Captain Samuels always said, winter is here, man. This is not a game. Guys, there is no summer, there's no fall, there's no spring. These kids, credit card debt, high interest car loans, bastard kids, student loans, foreclosure, broke as a joke. And guys, I do mean high interest car loans. Some of these chicks have 20, 30% APRs on their car loans, but they're taking out 84-month car loans. How can people be? Some people are really fucking stupid. So guys, I'm surprised.
They're gonna want to do this sit up there and pay for it. Help them pay for it. Negative.
A second channel called 50304. I'm offering
Negative.
Check that out. Join my Discord. Check out the playlist at the end, and let's get into this.
Good.
My first car that I ever, because you know I don't buy used cars. I don't have used cars. The first car that I have, you know, I think I'm doing my big one. You know, my little loan, but I'm doing my big one. I'm making my payments on time. I don't even make it extra. I just realized how I'm doing this payment interest because
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Are you like me? Are you a true environmentalist? Do you appreciate the majestic beauty of nature?
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious.
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
Bad does your credit need to be to pay 30% interest on a car loan? Right? Inside on the dotted line.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Look at that. Cook, guys, cook. You know? Guys, just
It's that metal freight!
Kill that bird! You got no chance!
She opened one, and then she comes to TikTok to try and beg for money, right? Come on, what an idiot! What an absolute dunderhead, right? Why are they so dumb? Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. If she totaled up her car, she should have went and got a freaking 2001 Toyota Avalon, a 2002 Camry for $3,000, right? There's bullet in the comments right now. If you're driving a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old car, drive the car. You know, if you, put the last time you had a car payment. I don't have a car payment. I've been driving my car until the wheels fall off. You know, this is what guys do. Girls are always trying to get newer things and also get them done. They're not reading the paperwork until they sign the dotted line. Then that first car payment comes out, and finally they realize.
Let it straight. Run them up. That's right.
Business. Refinance, girl. Credit unions are preferred, but you can also try your personal bank. Look at that. The issue with a total car, I end up letting it repo and fixing my credit. Look at that guy. Absolutely insane. And this chick's married, so you know this. Honey, help me pay off my car loan. Save me. Here I come, baby. See what they're like. Hashtag, Chia, hashtag tell your wife, hashtag let it go, hashtag car loan, hashtag this
Well,
me,
well,
hashtag
well.
hashtag bill, hashtag monthly, hashtag
What
payment,
will I?
hashtag finance, hashtag attention, hashtag attention economy, hashtag drowning.
What's y'all looking at? Watch it. Yeah.
$60,000 car debt, and 30,000 of it is negative equity from other cars. Cooked. Look at that.
I have $60,000 car debt with $30,000. So,
They,
and let me tell you how the dealerships are me, because I mean, I've worked myself through 2022, and
if they're,
so let's talk about that. I went in spring 2022 to buy my Jeep. I had the Jeep Wrangler, which is power loader, for gas power loader. And anyway, during that time, they didn't have a lot of stock because of COVID. And so basically, they were going to order my Jeep, and it would come within 3 months.
What do you mean, $1? It's 23.
Be in a Jeep off the lot for 3 months with
I have Samantha's belongings.
Oh, yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. But
basically, when he rolled the first loan into the second one, he somehow kept it higher. I don't understand how negative equity works. I honestly don't. So if you have any questions about that, I'll leave it. But basically, if I were to sell the today, I'd be left with about like $35,000 on it, and I still owe $59,000. Jesus. Yeah. So if you see the video, feel free to repost it, like it, comment, share. Tell me I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot. Literally to what we're telling people, and they're like, you know, it works.
Greetings.
just
as working.
I that is looking that so.
Any witness? Are you any witness? Thank you. I will not. If it helps you. What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure